Back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk Bulldog Soccer. With us, head coach Greg Henson. Coach, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Kind of like we just talked with volleyball. They've been on the road here the last couple weeks. Your team's been on the road here the last couple weeks, and fortunately almost back home here for a long stretch in October.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to get home and get settled. I feel like it's just been basically pack laundry and pack again. So it's been a long couple weeks. I know the players are feeling it a little bit, so hopefully we can get 3 or 4 days here of good rest, recovery, and get the work we need to get in on the field as well and get ready for Friday. We got another road game on Friday, but at least this one's a day trip. It's up and back to Northwood, so no hotel stay, so that'll be a nice change of pace.
Before we get to that, got to be pleased with the way your team's playing. 5 consecutive wins and really had a strong weekend here as you open conference play.
Yeah, it was. It's been good. I mean, I think we're kind of we're at a point where we want to be right now in terms of especially the standings, being 2-0 in conference. On a winning streak, like you mentioned. Second match against Purdue, Sunday's game. Kind of got off to a sluggish start and put ourselves in a little bit of a hole, but obviously the resiliency of the group was good. So just things for us to learn and grow from as we continue down through the grind of the GLIAC season. As
we go to the highlights, we'll start first Friday at Wisconsin Parkside, and obviously early in the year we're looking to find some goals, and you certainly found them this weekend with 12 goals on the weekend.
Yeah, it's great, and like I think we talked the last couple of weeks, we've got a multiple goal scorers. So Gracie Verhage gets off this weekend on this game with the hat trick, but Bree Rogers getting the board, Pianaga with another goal, and goals are coming from a lot of different sources and a lot of different ways, and that's good to see. So both opponents we played this weekend, we knew we're going to be defensively strong and really try to make things difficult for us on the offensive end, and they did so, and the scoreboard would show otherwise, but really it took a while for us to kind of break through and get on track, and once we did, we have a tendency to score in bunches, and that definitely happened.
You mentioned Gracie with the hat trick, and obviously you were able to put some shots up here, 35 shots in the contest, and did a nice job at the other end of only allowing 2 opportunities.
Yeah, our defensive pressure and our defensive presence really creates a lot of our goal-scoring opportunities, so we're able to press teams high up the field and turn them over close to their own goal, and that creates a lot of the opportunities we had. This is a great ball in from Gracie and Bree with a quality finish, so it's been nice the last couple of games being able to move her a little bit higher up in the lineup. To get her more opportunities to go to goal as well, and she's taken those well. I think she's got 3 goals in the last 2 games or something like that. So it's been nice to get Bree scoring other than PK. So it's always nice to get her scoring in the run of play.
Maybe talk about the play on the back end. Obviously, a lot of those players don't get quite as much of attention when you're putting up 12 goals on the weekend.
Yeah, Abigail Gilmore, Steph Scafari, our 2 center backs, Nikki May, Maddie Dickens as our outside backs, Lindsay Cole coming in as a reserve, but spelling minutes and getting quality minutes as an outside back as well, and a player that I think really has a bright future for us in this program. And they do a great job, and they're consistent. They do their job. Not a lot of fanfare, as you mentioned. But game in and game out, they're definitely back there providing that force for us and helping to keep our goalkeepers a little bored in goal. So
got a 6-0 win in the conference opener. Always nice to start conference play off with a big win before you took on Purdue Northwest on Sunday.
Yeah, it's just about getting off to the right foot, and every game in the GLIAC is going to be tough, and there's really no easy games. Regardless of what the scores are, and with the new conference schedule that we have this year, we got to play both these opponents again, and they're going to come in looking for revenge when we play them the next time. But definitely good to get off to a clean start and come away from the weekend with 2 wins.
Obviously, highlights here of the Purdue Northwest contest. It was a competitive first half, 1-1 at the break, and then started to open up the scoring here in the second half.
Yeah, we got off the board early. We scored I think in the 6th or 7th minute and got kind of an earlier start than we've had. In past games. It's something that we really talked about in pregame and focused on as we prepared for Purdue Northwest. Unfortunately, I feel we kind of took our foot off the gas at that point and kind of thought, okay, we're going to see this one out, and Purdue fought hard. Credit to them. I mean, they came out with a game plan to play us, and their players worked really, really hard and got a set piece and an opportunity to finish off with that to make it 1-1 and saw out the half. And I think the positives for us is that we did dig ourselves a hole and allowed us to be in a situation where we're tied 1-1 at halftime at Purdue Northwest. But the resiliency of the group to kind of rectify the situation, right the ship, if you will. We come out, score 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of the second half, 30 seconds apart. and then 2 more goals, again, 10 minutes apart later on in the half, and then finish it out from there. So to score 5 in the second half is a great response to perhaps the poorest first half of soccer we played all season.
Obviously, nice on the weekend, not only to get the 12 goals, but 12 goals from a number of different players. Really saw a lot of players get into the scoring for you.
Yeah, it's been across the board. I think we have 9 players that have scored at least 1 goal this season, and so that's just the depth of our roster right now. That we have multiple scoring options within our roster, players that are hungry to finish, and I think that's something that we really look to focus on in preseason this year and starting the year off. It's an area that was really a struggle for us last year. I mean, I thought we played really well in the spring, but we just couldn't score goals. And, this year, I don't know what our total is, 24 maybe, something like that. But we've already eclipsed the total number of goals we scored in 10 games last year, and we've only played 6, and technically only scored in 5. So excited about where we're at, and obviously the games are going to get tougher and tougher as we go through the GLIAC schedule. So we're not expecting to continue to put up 6 goals on the board, but we are an attacking-minded group that hopefully plays an exciting brand of soccer. And when we get back here at home, in a week or so, hopefully we get the fans out and entertain them a little bit at home as well.
Obviously, you mentioned one game this week, a big challenge on the road as you take on a very good Northwood team coming up on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest test we've had to date. I mean, Northwood's been our travel partner for a number of years, so it's a rivalry game, and we've played them at least twice a year, I feel, for the last few years. And they're off to a great start. They're 6-0, 2-0 in conference. Just beat a very good Northern Michigan team 3-0 at their place. So I think they're kind of similar to us in goals scored and goals allowed. And it's going to be a tough match. And Northwood's always been a tough out for us, but this year might be the best Northwood team we've faced in a long time. So we know we have a challenge laying in front of us. I think the players are excited about that. And we'll see if we can't get ourselves a 3-0 at the end of the weekend.
I know they're going to be excited to get through this one on Friday, and then back at home, 6 of your next 7, I think, at home here in the month of October, which will be a nice home stretch after so many weeks on the road.
Yeah, it's kind of flipped the script a little bit. I think we were talking about it last night at dinner on the way back, and for some of our seniors, we only have one more, overnight. We got them all out of the way right away, and we've only got one more trip up to the UP, and then hopefully some travel arrangements that have to be made later on down the year, but in the season. But yeah, it's gonna be really nice to get home and kind of get back into a routine here. And even our couple road games that we have over the course of the next few weeks are local, and we're traveling Northwood, Grand Rapids, Davenport, things of that nature. So nothing's an overnight stay except for up to Tech. So it'll be nice to be home, be able to sleep in your own bed. And those type of things.
Well, Coach, congrats on the 5-1 start and the big weekend, and best of luck coming up on Friday at Northwood.
Thanks a lot, Rob.
That'll do it for Ferris Sports Update. Reminder, you can follow all the action online, ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Have a great week.